Good morning, class. I am Virginio Sunday Empora, a student teacher from Eastern Visayas State University Ormoc City campus. And for today's class session, we're going to talk about table setting. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to identify the types of table setting and employ the basic rules for table setting. Let us first start our session with a prayer. Let us all bow our heads and feel the presence of the Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to learn new ideas and skills that we can apply in our day-to-day lives. Please enlighten our minds as we actively engage in the teaching and learning process. We ask this through your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. Okay. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Okay, let us first check your attendance. Allow, Alquino, Dakal, Maragana, Smith. Okay, all are present in our class session for today. Okay, at this time, I will give you a short drill to awaken your mind. Just say true if the statement is correct and say false if this statement is incorrect. Okay, are you ready? Okay, number one. A place setting is for single diner only. Is it true or false, Mr. Dakal? Yes, that is correct. It is true. Number two. Number two. Number two question is Number two question. Casual table setting is designed for a six-course meal. Is it true or false? It is false because casual setting is designed for a three-course meal only. Number three. Formal table setting is designed for a six-course meal. Exactly. Mr. Mr. Allow, you are correct. It is true. Number four. Number four. Number four, chargers are placed on the table first. Is it true or false? Miss Smith? Exactly. It is true. Number five, silverwares must be placed on the table an inch from the edge. Is it true or false? Yes, exactly. That is true. At this time, let us first have a short review on our previous topic. Last session, we talked about the standards of table setup. Now, who can cite at least two standards of table setup? Yes, Mr. Dakal? Okay, very good. Some standards for table setups are completeness, cleanliness, and uniformity. Those are some examples or some standards of table setup. Okay, at this time, I want you to observe at this image carefully. Imagine that you are at a fine dining restaurant. What are you gonna feel if, what are you going to feel if you happen to be offered with this type of table? Yes, Miss Smith? Yes, exactly. In my case, I will also feel disappointed because in the first place, I expect quality service from a fine dining restaurant. Okay, how about if the table served to you, offered to you, looks like this? Yes, it is a basic table setting, but this is something elegant and something comfortable. So, in my case, I will feel delighted, and I expect also that you will feel delighted also with this type of table setting because this type of table setting sets the right atmosphere that will make you feel comfortable in your dining experience. Okay, now let us first let us continue our lesson with an activity. All you need to do is to conduct close observation on the table setting presented and list down your observation. One student will representative will discuss to the class. Again, conduct close observation on the table setting presented and list down your observation. Okay. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes to observe this basic table setting. Okay. Okay, are you done? Okay, you may now start noting your observations. Okay, at this time, let us hear your observations. Yes, representative from any group. Yes, Miss Smith. Okay, thank you for your comprehensive presentation, Miss Smith. Okay, as we can see here in the basic table setting, we have a dinnerware, a table napkin, a dinner knife, a dinner fork, and of course, a water goblet. So the placement later will be discussed. The placement of each dinnerware in our table will be discussed later. Okay, now let's dive in to our discussion. Okay, table setting pertains to the way a table is set with tableware for serving or eating. Okay, table setting has three types, namely the formal table setting, the casual table setting, and the basic table setting. So, how are these types of table setting differ? So, first is the formal table setting. So, the formal table setting is designed for a six-course meal, including an appetizer, soup, salad, a starch, a protein, and a dessert. Again, a formal table setting is designed for six-course meal. Remember that. Next is the casual table setting. Unlike the formal table setting, the casual table setting is designed for a three-course meal. It is similar to formal table setting, but it is only designed for a three-course meal instead of six. The flatware provided will be enough for soup or salad, main course, and dessert. And lastly, the basic table setting. So we have here a basic table setting. A basic table setting is essentially a simplified version of the casual table setting. Casual table setting. So, basic table setting is designed also for all types of events. So here we have an example of the basic table setting. So in setting a table, we must follow basic rules. So these rules are as follows. So first is table linens has to be laid properly. A white cloth is preferred but not mandatory. Here we utilize a white cloth. We utilize a white cloth. The only rule is that the patterns of our linen must not clash with the patterns of our chinaware or dinnerware. Number two, chargers. Chargers or dinner plate should be placed on the table first. Should be placed on the table first, and Each plate should be set at the center of the place setting. So chargers, in other words, is known as show plate or service plate. So here we have a dinner plate. Since we don't have chargers, we'll just utilize a dinner plate. So all you need to do is you place your dinner plate at the center of the table setting. So you need to place your dinner plate at the center of the table setting. Okay, the center of the table setting. Okay, next. Bread plate should be placed to the top left of the serving plate. Place the butter knife on top of the bread plate with the blade facing down and the handle towards the right. Okay, here we have a bread plate. And our butter knife will be placed on top of the bread plate facing the blade down. Next, napkins. Linen napkins should be folded elegantly and placed at the center of the dinner plate. So here we have a pyramid napkin fold. If we flip it back, when we flip it back, we can create an elephant ear napkin fold. So it looks elegant, right? Okay, now just place it at the center of the plate or dinner plate. So next, silverware. Silverware is to be placed in order of use. In other words, the diner will start at the end and work his way in. So, the diner will use the dinner plate first at the outermost, and he will work his way in. So the silverware that must be placed at the outer part are those silverware that will be utilized for course that will be served first. And the silverware that will be placed at the innermost part are those silverwares that must be utilized at the utilized in course that will be served at the end of the meal. Okay, next is the knives. The knives, rather. Okay, set knives on the table to the right side of the dinner plate. Blades should face inward towards the table setting. Here we have a dinner knife. Okay, remember the rule for silverware: an inch from the edge of the table, and it must face inward towards the table setting. So next is forks. Forks are to be set to the left of the dinner plate in order of use. So since the salad fork is the first course to be served, it must be placed at the outer part, while the dinner fork will be placed at the inner part. And also follow the basic rule for setting the silverware an inch from the edge of the table. Next is spoons. Spoons are to be set to the right of the knives in order of use. So, place the spoon to the right of the knives if you're a dinner spoon and a teaspoon. So, next, glasses. Glasses are set above the plate to the right in order of use. So, above the plate, so usually the water goblet is placed above the knife, while the red wine glass is placed beside the water goblet, the down part of the water goblet. Okay, lastly is the cup and saucer. It should be placed above the soup spoon and slightly to the right. So in formal table setting, we have here a cup and saucer. So the dessert spoon and dessert fork will be placed also at the top of the dinner plate or service plate. So these are examples of the types of table setting. So we have here a basic table setting, and we also have here a casual table setting. And I hope you have learned so much from my teaching demonstration. So now, let us check your skills. Let us assess your skills in table setting. So all you need to do is to prepare or to prepare a basic or a casual table setting in your respective working tables. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes to do that activity. Okay, you may now start. Okay, okay, are you done? Well, not yet. Okay. Okay, thank you for your cooperation, class. Okay, at this time, I have one practical question for you to answer. Why do we need to know these types of table setting? Yes, exactly, Miss Smith. We need to know these types of table setting for us to send a message to our customer on what type of service they will receive. So, another question, why do we need to follow these basic rules for table setting? Yes, Mr. Dakal? Okay, thank you for your idea, Mr. Dakal. Yes, it is important for us to follow these basic rules for table setting in order for us to create a table that is pleasing to the eye of the customer, a table that will set the tone of the diners expectation, and uh, will make that will make him comfortable for his dining experience. So those are the types of table setting and the basic rules for table setting. So at this time, let us assess whether you have learned so much in our topic for today. Okay. Okay, for the direction, read each statement carefully and choose the letter of the best answer. I will give you 5 minutes to answer. Okay, your time starts now. Okay, are you done? Not yet? Okay, we'll extend 2 minutes. Okay, let's check. Okay, number one, what type of table setting is designed for a 6-course meal? A. Casual. B. Formal. C. Informal. D. Basic. The correct answer is formal. Letter B. Number two, what type of table setting is a simplified version of casual setting? A. Informal. B. Basic. C. Casual. D. Formal. A simplified version, it is a basic table setting. Letter B. Number three, where are you going to set the knives on the table? To the left side of the dinner plate, to the right side of the dinner plate, on top of the dinner plate, at the bottom of the dinner plate. The correct answer is letter B, to the right side of the dinner plate. Number 4. What color of linen is preferred to use but not mandatory? Okay, letter A, black. Letter B, white. Letter C, rainbow. Letter D, yellow. Okay, the correct answer is letter B, white. Number 5. Which of the following tableware should be placed first on the table? Letter A, glassware. Letter B, knives. Letter C, chargers. Letter D, silverware. Okay, the correct answer is chargers. Chargers or show plate or service plate. So next is, okay, that is the end of our assessment. So now, I want you to research and study in advance the types of food service. And that ends our class discussion. Thank you and have a nice day.